David back with us. Hello, David. Doing our music, and I guess, Javier, where are you? You want to do the ushering since Joe's not here?
Sure.
Okay. And David is doing the PowerPoint, and Leanne is taking care of our video. And Maria just walked in the door, and Sherry's here for the first time in a long, long time. So we welcome both of them, and they are really the leaders of the prayer group that we take the prayer request up during the service, and they are prayed for a week by our own Unity prayer circle, and then they go to Silent Unity. They're prayed over for a month. So if this is your first time here, we don't want to embarrass you, but we will. If you will stand up and tell us your name, and I think, David, it's your first time, right? Yeah. Is it your name, David?
I'm David.
And Sarah, your wife, was here last time with
I was here last week.
Yeah, I remember. Anyway, nice to have you. Everybody else has been here before because I recognize them all. Haven't seen some of them in a while, but they've been here before. All right. So, in your order of service, if it's the first time you're here, or if you're not getting our emails too, there is a sign-in sheet on under the blackboard in the back. And if you put your name and email address, you'll get a notice each week of what's coming up, and then also once a month a newsletter. And once in a great while you'll get a special notice of something, but you don't get spammed all the time, so it's safe enough. And inside your bulletin, there are listed classes and events, and those are all listed in your order of service. They are also listed on our website as soon as it's back up and running. Most of y'all remember Tom. He passed away recently, and we are still finding things that he was in charge of, one of which is a website, which went down after a period of time when he hadn't been on it. So we're working to get that squared away again. And for our announcement,
can I make an announcement
sure.
on that? The website has been rebooted and repopulated. For some reason, it got deleted in some way, and it should be up within 72 hours, and then everything will be back to normal.
Thank you.
And also too, in your order of service, there's the colored jacket around the outside, and on the inside there's what we call the insert. It's got the order of service, and it's got all our events that go on here. You're welcome to take the inserts. Please leave the jackets because we use them over for a month before we change them out. Also, the daily word for January and February is on that back table where you put your email address. And if anybody doesn't have one, they are complimentary, so please take one. We're always collecting dry goods and toiletries for people in the Boerne area that are in need. There's always that blue basket out by the front door. So if you ever have anything any Sunday that you can bring, we're happy to have it. We also have a lot of different groups going on each month. Those are listed in your order of service. Some of them are live, and many of them are on Zoom every week. We have one thing we do have every Sunday is a book study in this other room. Right now we're doing John Cabot Zen book. Wherever you go, there you are. And it's about mindfulness. And you can join at any time. It's 9:30 to 10:30. You don't have to read ahead. We read, we discuss, and go on to the next paragraph. So, and we change books periodically, and the books we choose are majority votes. People put in things they're interested in, and the people that are coming vote on what we want to do next time. So, if you're here for the first time, we already said that, getting emails. And our website is unityofboerne.org. So that is that. We're ready to start, so please stand up. We're going to have our first song, our celebration song, All Things Bright and Beautiful.
good to be back, and it's my first time here this year. Love this song. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. Each little flower that opens, each little bird that sings, He made their glowy colors, He made their tiny wings. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. The purple-headed mountain, the river running by, the sunset and the morning, it brightens up the sky. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. The Coleman in the winter, the pleasant summer sun, the ripe fruits in the garden, He made them every one. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. He gave us eyes to see them, and lips that we might tell how great is God Almighty, who has made all things well. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. The Lord God made them all.
Thank you. Please be seated. I need to ask you, because I know it sounds different out there than it does up here. Is it too loud today? Everybody's good?
Good morning. As we quietly and gently prepare for the reading of the daily word, we remember that we are in spirit with millions of daily word readers and churches throughout the world. The Christ candle is lit as a reminder of the Spirit of God within all of us, which we call the Christ within. The word for today is guidance. The affirmation is, I follow divine guidance with faith and confidence. Created in the image and likeness of God, I have creative power to bring my ideas to life. I choose which thoughts to nurture and grow, and where and how to invest my time and energy. Like a sailor preparing to embark upon the open sea, I do not travel alone. I get clear about where I want to go and what I want to experience and get ready for the journey. I map the course to my goals and make my action plan. God accompanies me as the wind that fills my sails and propels me. I hold the rudder and choose the route, but ultimately the wind moves me. I collaborate with Spirit within and feel secure and brave, knowing I am always supported. With divine guidance to rely upon, I move confidently in the direction of my dreams. And the scripture reading is, the human mind plans the way, but the Lord directs the steps. Proverbs 16:9. And again, the affirmation is, if you would say it with me,
I follow divine guidance with faith and confidence.
My name is David Coleman. Thank you for worshiping with our Unity of Boerne family. These are my questions.
Thank you, David. All right, let's see where we are. Please stand up, and we'll have our joy song. There's sunshine in my soul today.
There is sunshine in my soul today. It is glorious and bright. ever glowing with the morning rain. For Jesus is my light. Oh, the sunshine, blessed sunshine, as the peaceful, happy months roll. For I behold the Christ in every face, for the sunshine in my soul. There is springtime in my soul today. I know the Lord is near. The gems of peace sing in my heart. The joys of grace appear. Oh, the sunshine, blessed sunshine, as the peaceful, happy moments roll. For I behold the Christ in every face, for the sunshine in my soul. There is gladness in my soul today, and hope and love and praise. For blessings which He gives me now are brightening up my days. Oh, the sunshine, blessed sunshine, as the peaceful, happy moments roll. For I behold the Christ in every face, for the sunshine in my soul.
And now, our mission statement, which we will say together.
Unity of Boerne is a vibrant, loving, spiritual community, providing a sacred space for personal growth. We honor and celebrate the Christ in all people.
Thank you. Please be seated, and I am now turning this over to Reverend Jay for the remainder of the service.
Thank you. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
All of you look wonderful. It's wonderful to be with you this morning, and I'd like for you to repeat these words after me that sets the stage, so to speak, of what we're doing here this morning. I am a child of a loving God. Will you repeat that?
I am a child of a loving God.
I know that my good comes to me now.
I know that my good comes to me now.
In perfect ways under grace, and so it is.
In perfect ways under grace, and so it is.
Thank you. This is a time in our service where we bring forth our prayer requests, first from our hearts and then written into the box or staying inside us. Doesn't matter either way. Spirit knows what you need. And as Maria brings this prayer box forward, you'll notice that there is slips in your bulletin where you can write down what it is on your heart. They will be prayed over by me, our prayer team, and then sent to Silent Unity, where they're prayed over for 30 days. So if you'd like to write them down, I'd like to give you a chance right now this morning. I would like to make mention of one thing that I'm sure every person of goodwill thinks about. We know what happened in Minnesota this week. Sometimes we don't understand. I ask that your prayers and thoughts be with the good family, the partner, the children, and know that in ways that we see not right now, good will come out of this. We uphold them in our thoughts and prayers. Loving and infinite presence, you know the wishes of our hearts and desires of our soul before we ever speak. You have said, it is done to you as you believe. We believe right now in the good, the pure, the wonderful, the powerful, the positive. We speak loving words over the desires in our hearts. We know that what we think comes to fruition. And with you as our guide, we have a sure and steady hand in all we do. Right now, people who are not recognizing you as the center of our being are being touched. We know your perfect will is being done in divine right timing, in ways that we affirm right now We see everything in divine order. We claim divine order. We know, even when we don't understand, we know. We collectively uphold this right now. To those who are suffering this morning, to those who need the gentle touch of love and mercy and compassion and grace, you're there. And to those who are celebrating this morning, you are also the joy and the grace by which we live. You appear to us as we need you. We ask that you appear to those whose hearts are tender and open and ready to receive inspiration in a new and different way. We thank you for the blessing of you and for the blessings you help us attain. We declare this is so. Amen.
I have an announcement to make. It's not the song I'm about to play, but I have a new record coming out. You'll see a couple of cards like in the back, like this. It's announcing it's January 20th on all streaming platforms. It's a timely song called Rise Up Through Love. And if you want to hear it now, there's a little QR code in the middle of that page. You can just scan that, and it'll go to a SoundCloud and let you hear it now. And I played this song here before once, I think, but this version of it's really beautiful. I had some gorgeous cello work by Jen Mulkey from South Texas on this. I'm very proud of this record, and it's already getting a little radio play coming up. It has, so I'm just would like to share that with you. So, seeing is believing. And this song is called I See Love. The song was written when I first started, or was inspired when I was putting my feet in the water in Rockport, Texas, about to speak and play there almost a year ago when I was early on my journey of LUT study. And I was just looking at all, the sun burst out, and I was looking at all the beauty around me. And the song's about self-love and loving each other, which I think we can all use a little more of right now. Right? And this song will be coming out soon too. It's a part of that series of started. Enough talking, baby. What do you see when you look in the mirror? When you look deeply, does the truth become clearer? And how do I feel dipping my feet into this water on this new journey with horizons that are broader? Why is it hard to learn to love yourself? What fuel the divisions between ourselves? How you can only love others to the depth that you can love yourself. What do you see? I see love as we are. Love is the strongest power through each day and hour. I see love. Someone once said if you want to change the world, you need to learn to love yourself. 'Twas an angel in a dream that was telling me to get my journal back off that shelf. And can I see love as the spark in my spirit and my soul? Like these waves slowly rolling in, making me whole. Why? I'm here to help raise the vibration of the earth. We are one in this co-creation. How? When I look deep down inside and find out what I might be, what do I see? I see love as down inside. I see love in the story I'll tell, in the mirror, in the water. I can see it so well. What do you see? I see love as we are. Love, it's the strongest power, undeniable power. When I look at you, I see love. We can learn to love ourselves. We can learn to love ourselves. Thank you. Just in the midst of his children, the Lord said he'd be. It doesn't take very many. It can be just 2 or 3, and I feel that same sweet spirit I felt oft times before. Surely I can say I've been with the Lord. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel His mighty power and His grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can see His mighty power and His grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this
This is a time in our service where we make contact, a conscious contact with the Spirit, the divine, that which animates our lives. It's a special place inside you. I know most of you is without form, and I'll be talking about that later. And right now, it's the formlessness that I ask you. I ask you to identify with and to intend, or make an intention, to feel the guidance and the leading of this gentle, loving, all-knowing, all-powerful Spirit. There are no obstructions to life's path, no hindrance to our endeavors. Let my word be the law of elimination to all thought of hindrance or delay. Let the thing I speak come forth into manifestation at once. I behold it now and see it done now, perfect and complete. And in this upcoming silence, a few minutes to allow the Spirit to speak to you and through you. Maybe take a few deep breaths. You're aware of where you are. Your feet on the floor, got your hands in your lap. And allow yourself to be transformed right now. Holy Spirit, your word is a lamp unto our feet. Your presence in our lives is the joy, the foundation of our life. We identify with that right now. You go before us. You reveal to us what needs to be revealed. The light by which we live, and the love upon which our life is built. And so it is. Thank you, David.
Thank you, Joe.
What a beautiful special song. That's going to be on your album?
Yeah, that one will be, yeah, I see that will be on next few months. But Rise Up is out now.
Good. So glad that
Me
we
too.
all enjoy it. This morning I'd like to talk to you about the idea of being more than you are. I titled it, You'll See It When You Believe It. And some of you will recognize that as the title of the book, a very popular book by Dr. Wayne Dyer. And you probably know a lot of it already, but there's a particular prism of it that I'd like to go into depth and detail about this morning. And it also lined up in my life, it worked a certain way, and I've seen it repetitively work in my life. And the only way that we can know something works is to use it. I've always said to somebody who thinks that our metaphysics may be a little out there and new thought, I say, well, try it. If it works for you, it's yours. If you don't have the wit to let go, there's no use doubling your speed when you're on the wrong road for you. A lot of us do that. We think we've invested so much time in one way of being, doing, or seeing, and we know it's not right for us. We just double down and just keep on going. Well, make it happen. And we get far away from what's really meant for us. The Spirit speaks to us. It really is a still, small voice. And in quietness and confidence is always your strength. So let's take the idea this morning that 99% of you can't see. Now that didn't originate with me. It actually came from diverse sources, but I know of 3 of them. One of them is Buckminster Fuller, who I'm sure you all are aware of, who didn't have the easiest time in life. Matter of fact, when he was 30 years old, he bought a gun and decided that he was going to kill himself. But decided also that he would use his powers of thought, the God power within him, and see if he could make something wonderful of his life. And he did. You all probably know about the geodesic domes in Arizona, those things that were just products of genius that were uniquely his. The next person who talked about this was Emmett Fox, the great metaphysician that you all will know from the Golden Key and the 7-Day Mental Diet, and probably his most famous work, the Sermon on the Mount. The third place where this intersects, this idea of being transformed, is through a hero of mine, Dale Carnegie. And I think Dale Carnegie gets short shrift sometimes because when we think of him, or a lot of people think of him, they think of a book called How to Win Friends and Influence People. And yes, he did write that, and yes, it was foundational to me, and I love every bit of it. It wasn't about manipulating people at all. It was about a happier life through trying to understand the other person's point of view, to get ourselves out of the way, our conditioned selves out of the way long enough so that we can see things from how somebody else may see them. So you take those three individuals who talked about the idea of us being more than what we did. Matter of fact, I don't want to leave Carnegie too quick because he said a remarkable thing about religion. And I know that most of us are spiritual in here, but I like the idea of what he had to say about religion. Carnegie said, I haven't the slightest interest in the creeds and the dogmas that divide us. I have interest in the wonderful positive things that we celebrate, just as I have interest in what good food and good air and healthy water does for me. It helps me participate in a richer life. And he said, what makes a person religious or spiritual wasn't conformity to a certain creed or dogma, but to participation in a certain life. Oh, I like that. It says, beyond these constraints that society has set up, that I've accepted, that maybe I decided that they were my own. I needed to walk this way very narrowly. Beyond that is a field of possibility. Rumi said, beyond this area of right and wrong is a field of infinite totality of possibilities, and from there I'll meet you. In other words, let's start right now thinking beyond where we are. Seeing it when we believe it is more than just saying, I hold a picture in my mind of something I want, and if I keep thinking that, it will come to me. My good will come to me. It's a wonderful thing to do. And I've always said, when you do that, be sure to add the divine insurance policy to what you're affirming and what you're asking for, which is this, whatever you're holding, or something better for the highest good of all concerned. That way, you know you're in the flow of good and that your vibration, your energy aligns with the love and the power of who you really are. What would transformation mean to you today? Do you even really want to be transformed? You know, a lot of people that I've met over the years, and David, I know you're starting with your LUT, and you're probably going to be doing some speaking.
I have been, actually.
And you have, I'm sorry, that's right. You're probably going to be doing more, is what I meant. I remember when I started the same thing David did 25 years ago or more, I remember thinking, I have an awesome responsibility to get out there and say what this means, not just repeat something that I've learned, even through the things that I taught, through seminars and workshops, but as a pastor, as a minister, as one who is called, I have a responsibility to say how this works in life and how it can come to pass for you. Everybody has a certain vibration that is uniquely theirs. It's the product of thoughts, ideas, opinions, things you've read, emotions you've received from others, emotions that you've accepted rather from others, emotions that you've received from your amygdala. That's a technical way of saying the feeling part of our brain. And science is telling us ever new stories, more and more about how that leads us. He leads me, oh blessed thought. The old hymn? Well, that leading, where do we think it comes from? We thought it was mystery and full of smoke and mirrors. He leadeth me, oh blessed thought. The Spirit leads me because He can't do anything else, because it's who I truly am. And if we take the position that that is what we are this morning, and put the body and its concerns aside for now, and say, I am part of divine mind, and I live, move, and have my being in the love that is divine mind. Now, how about that? We all have a body. We all have things that we wish were different about it. We have things that we'd like to have more of, things we'd like to have less of. I know that when I reached 40, there were things that I thought, this comes with it. Okay, I'll bless it. I'm going to think the best that I can. Did I always do that? No. But I began to make that a habit. And seeing it when you believe it was something that I was thinking about even before something that I'm going to tell you about that happened this past week. And I am not a fan of overtly sharing a lot of cute stories. I think a lot of pastors do that, a lot of ministers. You all know this. And it's not nearly as funny sometimes as they think. But I'm going to use this because it worked, because it was evident for me. I have 5 cats. 2 in the house and 3 that have taken up with me. I have a yard guy that helps me. Wonderful guy, Omar. And he pours some oil in the lawnmower. And a thin little line of it came down on the driveway, and I'm on the incline. I saw and heard, first I heard the sound of a black cat, or a cat. Then I heard, it was one deep, deep meow that I hadn't heard before. I opened the door, and there's a hungry mouth. How do I know that? He's swishing his tail and looking up at me. He or she, I don't know still what it is. Do I go in? Well, he is, or she is. I go in, I get the plastic bowl, I pour the food in it. I think I'll come back and get the water. I start down those steps, to give this kitty some food. I hit that all slick, and both knees slammed harder than I did, even when I played football. And I felt something wet in my knee, and that was blood. And I was sitting there, lying there, that I don't even want to know what I did. Yes, it hurt, but I was concerned about, well, now there'll be a doctor, and then they'll do this, and they'll do this x-ray and that, but I just don't have time. All of a sudden I thought, I'll see peace when I believe it, peace to what's happening right now. I don't think that I'm some holy guy doing that. I'm using something practical that I believe works when I know that my ego can disassociate and disidentify with a large measure of pain. It can work. Try it sometime. We get so invested in the body that we forget that 99% of us that are spirit. I didn't see the doctor about it. He said, you're going to be off your legs for 2 weeks. You're going to have to wrap it like this. You're going to have to take this. You're going to have to take that medication. This is what you're going to have to do. And I said to the doctor, with all due respect, I'll be up by the weekend. And he looked at me and he said, yeah, you do that spiritual stuff. I said, I do. And I said, and you do that allopathic stuff. And I said, and every now and then we have to meet. And I like it very much. I held the idea that I was going to walk as normally as I could outside of a little limb. I'm doing it. Don't tell me that attitudes aren't more important than the facts. On that driveway, I saw myself for a moment as a bleeding, hurting, And I felt sorry for myself because here I was trying to do something good for yet another cat. But you know what was great about that moment? When I was down on the ground, all of a sudden I felt that head come up and rub against me and I felt the fur. How can I stay upset at that? And it was, I looked at him and said, welcome to the family. What am I gonna do? Especially since I've already fed him and now watered it. So it seems like we go from one cat here to 6. And maybe there's more yet coming, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I told my neighbor, who is a doctor, by the way, I said, I guess I'll just go until they call the police on me. I don't know what else to do, but I'm not turning away. The point was, I didn't identify with the pain of the moment. It would have been easy for me to say, Omar, why in the world would you put an oil can like that? Why did you do this? Didn't you know you might inconvenience me? Now, this isn't to be irresponsible and not hold people accountable for what they do, but everything in that moment was about me. And when that happens, I can't think well, because I'm also invested in what's going on in the moment. This is happened to me. Isn't it terrible? I hurt and it's bad. There are all kinds of people that are tuning in right now and here in this church this morning that have a form of that. It's happened to me. Well, who is the me? You realize that what you see, literally what you see in your mind, you believe, especially if you see it often, if you hold to it. Think about this. You know, we got a lot of worries this morning. I'd like to give you a sentence that can end all that if you accept it. And I'm going to give credit right back to Mr. Carnegie. Mr. Carnegie was a great metaphysician. He just didn't know it. And I highly recommend you revisit those books from the 40s. I'm telling you, some things are timeless. But he said this: it makes no sense to worry about the things you have no control over. Because if you have no control over them, it makes no sense to worry. You see, it's right back with you. You are the decider. And that scares the hell out of a lot of people. I know it scared me. When my life was a soap opera, dating, friends, and all the things that we were doing back then, if I had only known that I was the author in large measure of that, I was scripting my own life. And it wasn't to my liking. But that was before I found Daily Word, before I found this wonderful way of life called Unity. To transform, to get what you want, presupposes that you have to know what it is you want that stays beyond the nuance of the moment. Let me explain. There's something in you, a bell that rings to certain things that you know about, that is a repetitive, recurrent thing in your life. It's your dharma. It's what you're here to do. It's what you're here to bless yourself and the rest of us with. Can you put aside the events of a lifetime and allow life to come to you fresh and new in the moment? Do you think there's anything that's held against you right now? Do you believe that there is a God or a force or power that holds something against you? That's a thought. And remember, thoughts can be changed. We teach that here. We believe it. And when we believe it, we see it. Now, so many people will settle for, well, I see a new car, and I see a new job, and I see a new relationship, and all that. You know, that's just part of what I'm talking about, seeking first the kingdom of heaven, which is in here, and those things are added unto you. We settle so many times for a small demonstration or manifestation. Say, I've got it and that's it. That's all I want. But have you noticed that when you get what you want, in very short order, there's something else you want. And something else you want. And something else that needs fixing. And someone else who needs fixing. All this. Because that's the ego's way. The Spirit's way is tender. It's transformative. It touches people if you allow it. Listen to this. If you allow it in the silence of your being, it will shout so loudly inside you that people will come to you and say, what's happened to you? There's a difference. I don't know what it is, but you seem to be walking in a different way, living in a different way, thinking of it. What you've done is you've allowed your will, egoic will, to align with the loving will that is the truth of you. The 99% of you we can't see. The 99% of you that is beyond this form. You will transform yourself through the help of the God power within you. So many times we take the reins in our own mouth or hold on, it's gotta be this way. That gives the Spirit no room to operate. Think this morning. Think about what you really want your life to be. Is it really about something out there that you want? Or is it about the feeling? Kathy Beam in Cosmopolitan magazine wrote in 1981 a poem that I absolutely love. And I can't quote all of it because it's really not appropriate for church. But there is a part of it that I really resonated to. She was talking about a breakup, and she said, now that it's over, a Chinese dinner full of wonderful delights, I wish that I could remember not so much the man, the consequence, what I went through, but the feeling. She wanted the feeling that she felt when she allowed herself to be in love. You want the feeling of what that thing represents, whatever it may be. How about this? How about bringing the love that's in you outward to everything? And then say, this or something better for the highest good and my highest good. You see, one way is very narrow. The other way is expansive and open. And you can bring joy to the process because you're the author of that. And every metaphysical teaching that I know of, and I've taught plenty, says that what you think about, you bring about. You know what they leave out? Feelings. Neville Goddard said, feeling is the secret. I wish that Neville Goddard and Judge Troward, the great metaphysician of the 1860s, could have met each other. Feelings, as I say, buried alive, never die. It's the feelings. You want what that thing represents. Approach it that way. And then walk back. And say, what is inside me that is unlike what I wish to experience? And let it go. Then you can get the thing and abundant joy and peace. Because you've allowed the Spirit that controls your life, if you allow it, to have sway with you. And that's what any good pastor, minister, teacher, author, that's what they want to see. Happy people. You know why? Because happy people are so busy enjoying their life, they don't have time to make misery for others. Think about what it really, truly means for you to be happy this morning. And I'll tell you this. After a lot of times of doing this thing with my knee and other parts of my life, I'm more convinced than ever that in everything that happens to us, there is a blessing if we only look for it. Is my blessing a new black cat? Well, that may be. Or is it the fact that I get to love something? Well, you all know, when I meditate or I make these messages, I invite them all up on me. You can't get energy better than that. You get dogs too. Anything that brings forth the loving. But I digress. You know what brings forth loving inside you, and you know what feels good. And there, in that presence, is spirit. Always. Always without fail. May you be blessed as you transform this morning and you see what you believe and you are happy with it. You are blessed with it. And if you're not, you always have the ability and even the right to change your mind. God bless each of you. Have a wonderful week. Okay, I'd like to tell you all something that you need to know, especially those of you tuning in. Our online donation button is down right now. Now, if those of you who are watching, you mentioned, well, maybe I can skip a week. I'm asking you to do me a favor. Could you hold what you would give this week and then give it also next week? Because you know, because I hear from you all, you know what this broadcast means. You know what Unity of Boerne means. You know what we're doing. I ask you, and if you possibly can, send in a check for this week to Unity of Boerne, P.O. Box 1973, Boerne, Texas 78006. That's Unity of Boerne, P.O. Box 1973, Boerne, Texas 78006. I will tell you that our website is down and our PayPal button is out of commission. We had, as Ann King mentioned earlier, we had a person who did our website here who selflessly gave, and we're trying to go back and figure out how that works, and so we can make the new one and things be wonderful in the new year. I ask you to give the best gift you can give, because we're touching lives, whether it be our Monday night book study, our Wednesday night Course in Miracles, or Thursday night Pathlighters. They all make a difference, and I invite you to tune in to all. But right now, I ask you to give the best gift of which you're able as Javier comes forward right now. Thank
Freely, freely I have received, freely I'll give. Divine love through me blesses all that I am, all that I give and receive.
With all the love and earnestness at your command, I ask you to repeat this prayer of increase with me. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I send forth my blessings from love. So it is.
Love can build a bridge between your hearts and mine. Love can build a bridge my joy is found. To take each moment and live each moment with peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Again we say the light
God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us,